couldn't even enjoy when we, you know what I'm saying? When we brought the goats together to get the milk, brought the cows. They had the cows and all that stuff. We did everything, but they enjoyed it. We built the White House, but they enjoyed it. Obama's not even what you call a black person. He's not even what you call a. He's related to Bush. His mother is a white woman. But let me tell you, his skin is black. That's because he's a Middle Eastern. His father is a Middle Eastern. You know what I'm saying? You know how Middle Easterns are black too. But he's not even a so-called. He's not from your bloodline, so he don't care about us.
They say he's not a nigger.
He's not a. Well, that's what they call us. So he's not a nigga. He's not, just so we can understand, he's not a nigga.
He's not a nigger.
He's an Arab guy. He's an Islamic person, whatever they call him. Keep reading.
Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
When you come into this world, you curse. Your kids are cursed. They already see him as a nigga or whatever. They always see him as a thug or whatever they try to label us. You know what I'm saying? And when you die, you curse. You know what I'm saying? From when you're born and when you die. And also, that's kind of, for me, that's kind of a metaphor. Even when you walk in a Chinese store, you cursed already. That's kind of saying, when you walk in and walk out, hurry up and buy, leave. You know what I'm saying? You feel cursed that way. But it's really talking about when you come into the world and when you leave out to the world. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And the Most High shall send upon thee curses, vexing and rebuke, and all that thou sittest thine hand unto for to do until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doing, whereby thou hast forsaken me.
See, he's letting you know why these things are going to happen. Now, when Moses said these things, it didn't happen then. See, prophecy works, you know what I'm saying? Later on in the future, maybe thousands of years too, you know what I'm saying? Or hundreds of years, you know what I'm saying? But he's letting you know, like, why he's putting us in this situation. Because, you know what I'm saying? When you look at the so-called black people, the so-called Hispanics, we get called in minorities. We live in the worst places in America. And when we do be in the land that we inhabited first, which is Mexico, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, all these places, you know what I'm saying? They came in and stole our resources. You know what I'm saying? Everything we grew, they took it. You know what I'm saying? And then they came in and enslaved us. And now in Dominican Republic, you see statues of white people now. When the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't us. We didn't even put ourselves as statues. You go to D.C., you see white people. You don't see that one black dude. And if you do see a black dude, he's cleaning a white dude's boots. See, but they play with our minds.
Verse 21. And the Most High shall make thee pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land wherewith thou goest, and possess it.
Keep going.
Verse 22. The Most High shall smite thee with the conception, and with the fury, and with the inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mild, and thou shalt perish thee until thou perish. Until thou perish.
Read the 28th verse.
28?
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 28 and 28.
Yeah.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness.
Now, he said he will smite us with madness and blindness. Now, madness, he's talking about like craziness. Like, we're going crazy. Like, when you look at our people, man, they ready to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? The type of stuff that we go through. You know what I'm saying? He said he's going to smite us with madness and blindness. Listen, we're blind. We don't even know what we're doing. We don't even see. Listen, when black people came to America together, they came in a boat together. Back then, they used to even die together. They used to protect each other. They used to get hung together. Now, what happened to us now that they programmed us? Now they don't even have to kill us no more, because we're killing each other. We're blind and say that we're killing our own brother. We're putting a gun, even though he doesn't live in our own household. Listen, we came together. You know what I'm saying? They were a group of people. They were a nation together when they came. They were a tribe together when they brought them over here. We said they didn't treat just you and then they left the other black guy alone. They treated all of y'all the same because all of y'all are one. And the Most High chose y'all, and the Most High could use either one of you. So they couldn't just leave y'all alone. You know what I'm saying? They had to take every single one of them before the Most High come inside of you and take over again. You know what I'm saying? So we keep going.
And astonishment of heart.
Astonishment of heart.
Astonishment of heart.
You know what I'm saying? It's stuff we go through. Go ahead.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, and blind grope at darkness.
See, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna grope in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? Look at our people today. They don't walk around happy. They don't walk around happy. They got a mean face, or they got a mean mug because they think that's the life they was told to. They see their own, they walk around. You see one white people, how you doing, Bob? They happy. They even happy to go to they even wake up in the morning happy to go to their job because they about to get paid good. Our people, they another day, oh man, I don't even get paid enough for this stuff, man. That's the type of stuff that come out of our mouth. Even blacks and Hispanics, the same thing in my house. Boy. Read up 48, please.
48.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. Stop right there.
Now, most times say you want to serve your enemy. The word serve, what that means? You know, to serve.
Fix. Do stuff.
You know, saying you're gonna do stuff for your enemy. You're gonna But this is the good word that he used. He said enemies. Because and I don't hate white people, man. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? But this is just the Bible. I can describe who the so-called white person is, and I can describe who you are. I can describe who I am in the Bible. But I'm telling you, these are our enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because your friend is not going to enslave you and lie to you to this day. Not going to kill your kids, not going to hang you, burn you, and watch you like in some type of fireworks and stand right next to it and look at it like, wow, look how we just killed a nigga. Hunt down niggas. Now, even though they're not doing that today, but listen, man, even when you get around and you can feel the hatred, or you can feel they trying to stay away from you, or you can feel the judgments, even though they got saying nothing out of their mouth, but you could tell they already saying things in their mind. Look at his pants sagging, or I bet you he loves chicken. Whatever they want to think, they say stupid stuff like that, cause that's what they made us look like. We love chicken. Like, who don't love chicken? You don't eat chicken.
As much chicken as we do. Watermelon too. They love watermelon.
Watermelon is great. But keep reading though. Read from the beginning, 48 again, please.
Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Most High said we're gonna serve our enemies, so-called white people. And just because you see them around the neighborhoods and they don't harm us and they jogging or whatever, it's all good because they still keep their kids away from us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to really just be out there with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that looks bad nowadays. But you can see their actions. You know what I'm saying? You can even see them get put in better positions than us. But go ahead, we're gonna serve our enemies. We had to serve our enemies. In slavery, we served our enemies, and we still serving them today, whether we know it or not, because we still building their company. They give us a little paycheck, right it off, whatever. Here a little paycheck. But who getting the big old cash? They are, and they building up their company while we still down. Go ahead.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Most High shall send against thee.
He sent them against us. However, we can't even hate white people. I'm gonna show you a scripture that says we can't even hate them, because even though they did all that stuff to us, but a lot of us still don't hate them too, because we that type of people. What type of people that been destroyed, conquered, killed, and still love white people, still love everybody? You know what I'm saying? Only us could survive through that, because we're the only strong people that could survive through that. If we did to them, those weak other nations like Chinese and little Arab guys and little white people, they would have been dead by now. But we don't die, man. We got the spirit of the Most High inside of us. Keep reading.
Which the Most High shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
Most High said in hunger and in thirst, meaning we're going to serve our enemies for food, meaning hunger. When we're hungry, we got to serve them. You know what I'm saying? Because at first we had our own land. We would just grow and eat. You know what I'm saying? But now, for us to eat, even though the food is free, the water is free. But for us to get water, we got to serve them. Now, he said we're going to serve our enemies for hunger. For food, meaning for food. When you're hungry, you got to serve your enemies. What else?
In thirst.
He said in thirst
and in nakedness.
He said in thirst and in nakedness. We're gonna serve our enemies for water and for nakedness, meaning we're gonna serve them for clothing too. Cause back then we used to make our own clothes. We used to cut the sheep up, make our little garment or whatever. Go ahead.
And want of all things.
Meaning that want of all things, that lack of all things. Meaning if you lack spiritual understanding of the Bible, you have to go to them. Even though this is our book, I'm gonna show you this is our book, but they grabbed it at one point, and now for us to get spiritual understanding, we had to go to them. And want all things. For us to even get education, we had to go to them. For us to even learn how to read, we had to go to them. We had everything we wanted, we had to go to them. We had to serve them for all that stuff. What?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Stop right there. Now, even though we don't have pictures right now to show you, but if you look at you can even type in Google yokes of iron on necks. First thing that's gonna pop up, and maybe the only thing that's gonna pop up, is black people with yokes of iron when it was getting dragged like slaves. You know what I'm saying?
Like Roots.
Like Roots. Mm-hmm. You seen Roots? The movie Roots, when they had the chain right here and then they had it on their neck too. Yokes of iron upon your neck. That's what the Most High said. That's that same man that the Most High speaking about, because that man is our enemy. He been dying and destroy us, but he couldn't touch us. No other nation could touch us when the Most High was dealing with us. But the Most High turned his back on us because, like he said, if you don't listen to me, listen, all this stuff is going to happen to you, and I'm going to allow it to happen. Matter of fact, I'm going to send them. I'm going to put a spirit on them to come enslave you. They came from somewhere far. Read where's where the nations, What I'm gonna send a nation from far. Um, so,
Here you go right here,
mhm,
49.
mhm.
And the Most High, man, and the Most High shall bring a nation against thee from afar.
Now listen, when they came to Africa, even though I know you're not African, but I know why they had to take you from Africa. You know that the history about that is that y'all was living in Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Jews. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ran into Africa from Roman persecution to West Africa and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Y'all ran there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not originally from Africa. Y'all was dwelling in Africa and they had to drag you from Africa. But this also shows you that you're not African because Africans sold those people that come here to be slaves. Did you know that? I know a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. You got that right
Oh
there?
yeah, I got a little
Okay.
thing from Babylon and Timbuktu.
Okay.
It talks about it. Okay.
Okay.
In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state.
Let's
With
stop right there. They say Jewish, but they're just trying to use the word that they know. But Jewish, that word is not in the Bible. Go ahead. But it's just it's a form of saying Jews. But go ahead.
with great slaughter during the period of the military governors of Palestine. Many outrages and atrocities was committed against the ritual of the people.
Mhm.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it's been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
Go keep reading. Don't I say something about black Jews
We
too?
Hebrews, I.
Oh, hold on.
Hebrews.
Here we go. Fleeing from Roman
Oh.
persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish
Now
slaves.
listen, they say black Jewish slaves, but they were all black. You know what I'm saying? They were all black. Now they trying to use that because today we know some people that call themselves Jews who are white. They call themselves Jews, but we got proof, historical proof they're not the Jews, and we have biblical proof they're not the Jews. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you know how those Jews ran into Africa, and the slave trade was full of black Jews. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you was enslaved, or when they killed the parents who knew the Hebrew heritage or that they were Jews, they killed them. Now it's the children. What are they teaching? The children just some slaves somewhere.